welcome back to the Life of the Troxels. My name is Laura and I am a mom of 3, soon to be 4. I am 24 weeks pregnant with baby number 4, and I already have 3 girls, a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, an 18-month-old, and then this is going to be our first boy. So I would consider myself pretty experienced as a mom. You know, I have 5 years of experience and I have used countless baby products. I have read countless blog posts, watched videos, and got all the information on the baby essentials that you need. And now that I've done this 3 times and going into my 4th time doing it, I think I know exactly what those newborn and baby essentials truly are, because all of these lists have very expensive, very bulky, and frankly a little unnecessary products on it. But this list is truly the things that I feel are necessary. And if you're interested in seeing my video where I talk about the ones that aren't necessary, I will have that one linked down below. That one's already up and you guys seem to really enjoy it. So hopefully you find that this one is helpful to you if you're a new mom and you're just a little overwhelmed with all of the essentials that are out there. These are truly what I feel are essentials. I do want to mention that none of these products are sponsored. I do not have any sponsors. So these products are truly what I feel have made my life easier as a mom. And I do want to make a point to say that really the only essentials that a newborn needs is something to wear, something to eat, and somewhere to sleep. So as long as you have that, the rest of the stuff is basically just to make your life easier as a mom. And you can also buy all of these things after the baby comes. So if you're kind of not sure if you're gonna want it or not, wait until the baby comes. And if you want it, Amazon has 2-day delivery, or you can go out to Target and do a Target pickup and you'll have that immediately available to you if it turns out that it's something that you do want. And I feel like some of the stuff on this list are definitely not even essential. They're just things that I like and things that have made my life easier and that I want. So even my list of baby essentials is not all essential. So I'm going to call this kind of my list of like surprising essentials that I had that weren't necessarily things that I thought were necessary as a new mom. But now with my experience, these are truly the things that I'm going to use for baby number 4. And starting with laundry detergent. So I have mine here, and I think it's essential to have a fragrance-free laundry detergent. And I started off with my first and we used Dreft because it had that like baby smell, and that's when advertised. If you type in baby laundry detergent, that's what comes up. And not this. This is from Target. It's literally like the free and clear fragrance-free laundry detergent. It works great. And I am not the type of family that does like non-toxic or like even fragrance-free everything, but I've had experience with my kids getting irritated, getting rashes from irritating products and irritating, even the tags on their clothes are irritating. So I knew that I wanted something that was as gentle as possible for little fresh newborn skin. Like I said, that one's from Target, but they also have like Blue Land is one that you can get like on a delivery service. And then there's also like Molly's Suds that they sell on like Amazon. So there's tons of options to choose from. Another essential is the Boom Boom baby spatula. Oh no, the BabyBum spatula. And basically this is like a little silicone spatula that you use to apply diaper cream. And this is something that they're gonna tell you is not an essential. They're like, just use your hands or whatever it may be. And it's like, this actually does keep the mess down a little bit. It's less waste because it's really easy to just put the diaper cream on it, wipe the butt, and then you can wipe it off with like a wipe or like on the inside of the diaper or something like that. I don't think you need multiple of them. I don't have one in my diaper bag that I like bring with me. If I'm somewhere else, I'll just use my hands or wipes or something like that. Definitely if your baby is prone to diaper rashes or you have some sensitive situations down there and you need to put some cream on, this definitely helps keep the mess down. So this next one is more expensive diapers. Now, when I say that, I mean like Honest, which I consider like kind of like middle priced nowadays. But you can definitely buy some more expensive diapers than this. And then there's way cheaper diapers, like Love's is cheaper, or you can even just get like the CVS brand. Sometimes, you know, like the Target brand, things like that. And those work really great. They work like a diaper, but they're just the fabric on it or whatever is like made out of fabric or whatever it may be. It's like a little bit rougher. The inside's not as absorbent, so it kind of sticks to the skin. And I don't find that I enjoy putting that on my baby every day. So I moved up to the Honest. I think the prints are really cute. That's kind of a controversial thing. So I know that another one that was really popular is like the coterie diapers, and those I've used them and they are very nice, very plush, but almost too plush where, you know, it's kind of bulky but so soft, and I can definitely see why those are more expensive because they are luxury. But I think finding like the Honest or like the Millie Moon or kind of those middle range, more expensive diapers really is beneficial to your baby. Okay, so another one I would say is a baby monitor that does not hook up to Wi-Fi. And I spent hours researching which one I want, and this is a Motorola one. And I picked it because it came with 2 cameras. And that was important because then we knew we would have more than one kid, we'd have more than one bedroom for them. So I currently have a camera in each bedroom, and this one just cycles through every couple of seconds. You get switched from room to room. And I really wanted this. It is a camera versus a sound only. Some people even just do a sound only monitor, which is fine. That works great, except for I noticed once my kids were a little bit older and they're getting into like out of their cribs into like a big kid bed, they start getting up at bedtime, and so you're able to like speak to them through it, notice that when they get up, and kind of help redirect them. Then if it was just sound only, they're stealthy and they're quiet and you wouldn't know that they're getting out of bed. So that was important to me. This makes it really easy to travel as well. I've literally used it in the middle of the desert in our RV. I bring it with me when I'm traveling to like our in-laws' place. And it was really important to me not to have the monitor on my phone. I wanted to be able to use my phone even when I was using the monitor, and not being able to like switch back and forth between all the different apps and draining my battery and having to be hooked up to Wi-Fi. These were all important things to me. So I definitely think this monitor, it's lasted me 5 years, still going strong, is an essential. Next we have the Hatch sound machine. And this is a little more pricey, I know it, because I know that even our baby monitor has a sound machine built into it, and you can get all sorts of travel sound machines. I definitely have the travel sound machines as well, but when they're battery powered, you have to remember to charge them and have the charger with you and things like that. But having a sound machine permanently in the room really makes a difference. When they're younger, it really helps some of those ambient noises. If there's people in the other room or siblings that are in another room making noise, or even in the same room if they're sharing a room, I noticed that a sound machine really helps keep the other kid asleep if you're trying to change a diaper in the dark. This one's also so great because it changes colors. So I use it as like a night light. I go in there at nighttime. You can turn it on really low. You can turn it on like a red light, so it's not waking you up or waking up all the other people who are sleeping in that room. It's got a clock on it. It has you could do different settings to have the color change at different times. So now that my daughter is 5, actually ever since she's been in like a big girl bed, we've had a timer on it, so she knows when the light turns green in the morning that it's time for her to wake up. And if she woke up before the light was green, she would have to stay in bed and wait for us. And you know, she learned that, and she's able to stay in bed until mom and dad say that it's okay. And I just have it on a timer. We ended up buying a second one for the other bedroom once we had more kids because it is that good. Okay, so this is kind of a controversial one, but a Boppy. And the reason it's controversial is because all the recommendations say don't use it for breastfeeding, use a different pillow for breastfeeding. And yeah, okay, go ahead, use a different one. I personally do use it. I feel like it's very comfortable, but it is not only for nursing and breastfeeding. My husband uses it to prop up the baby when he's bottle feeding. He'll have the baby there and be able to bottle feed using it. And I use it when the older sisters are holding the baby. We can put this on their lap and they can prop it up and support the baby. We also use it when they're a little bit older and they're learning how to sit up on their own. You can put this around them and they have like a soft thing if they end up like tipping over or something. We use it when they're a little older for tummy time and they go over the top here. Literally, I have found so many uses for it. This is something that I consider essential. Maybe not an essential, but again, these are like surprising things that I ended up liking a lot more than I thought I would. But one of those is personalized things. This is a blanket that's personalized with my daughter's name. And I was totally against this with my first. And mainly because I wanted to have hand-me-downs, and a blanket with a baby's name on it really only works for one baby. And so with my oldest, I was like, everything has to be gender neutral colors and no names on it, no personalization. And I realized that that's not as fun. It is nice to have a couple things for your baby. Like, you work really hard on picking out a name for them. And like, I'm very proud of the names that I have for my kids. And I have since purchased little name plaques for their walls in their room, but when it comes to like a baby thing, it was really nice to have this, and I could take pictures of her as a newborn with her name on it. So this was something really special that I got, and I actually think is something I wish that I had sooner. You know, some things can be handed down, but some things can be special. Cloth bibs is something that I use all the time, and people will tell you don't use cloth bibs, they get dirty, use like the silicone bibs, or don't use bibs at all, or whatever it may be. But let me tell you, some cloth bibs can be a laundry lifesaver. And with my first, she spit up a lot, and I would go through like 10 or 12 of these a day. And that's so much easier. You get her dressed, you put a bib on her, and then when the bib gets dirty, you switch it out for another bib. And then when that one gets dirty, you switch it out. And this way you're not changing their clothes. They're not walking around with like wet drool marks on their clothes. And it helps once they start teething and drooling. So it's not just spit up, it's also for that. And yeah, they get stained. I'm pretty sure this one is like stained. I even used it. I take it to a restaurant with me, and if I'm feeding them like purees or something, and yeah, it gets dirty, wash it, it's stained, toss it, you know, there's so many options for it, but it has really helped keep the main outfit clean enough to be able to do, you know, be a hand-me-down and make it to the laundry, while these are the things that get dirty and thrown out. And they have so many different like shapes and patterns and colors and everything. So cloth bibs. Nothing is too special or too precious that it can't get ruined by a baby. And for this one, I'm gonna have to see if I have a video demonstrating it. I might demonstrate it with like a baby doll or something. But this is a baby carrier, and I specifically, for a newborn, you need these stretchy carriers. So this is literally one giant thing of fabric. And it definitely takes a second to figure out how to tie it. That was, you know, a bit of a process, but once you have it, you're like, it's easy enough to get on and off or keep it on. When we were traveling and we were sightseeing, so we're getting in and out of the car a lot, I would keep the wrap on as we were driving, and then when we got out, I just take the baby out and put it right into my wrap. So it was super comfortable to wear all the time, baby or not. And it's really important for when your baby's really young and doesn't have the head and neck support, because this can support them just the way that the straps are. Once your baby is able to hold their head up, you can move more into like the structured wraps or the ones with buckles and things like that. But for newborns, a stretchy baby carrier is definitely essential, especially if you have older siblings, because you're going to be baby wearing a lot more, and having somewhere safe and warm and secure is definitely an essential. This one, again, not an essential, not something that I thought was an essential with my first baby, but I have come to learn that there's different reasons why you have these on your list. And so this specifically is nursing bras, but specifically cute nursing bras. And I'm not particularly fashionable. I do not particularly care if I'm wearing like a cute bra. And I knew I was nursing and breastfeeding, so I did buy a set of the cheapo Amazon nursing bras, and they worked great. They served their purpose. They have the basic clasps on them and did what we needed them to do, especially in postpartum when you're just feeling gross and, you know, not showering regularly and have lots of bodily fluids on you. You don't really care what your bra looks like. However, that really only lasts a couple weeks and you're starting to feel a little bit better. You're wearing these 24/7, even while you're sleeping. Maybe at a certain point you're starting to get back into like your usual size clothes. You're out of the maternity clothes and the postpartum clothes. And so you can't really wear these with some of those other clothes. So you're feeling a little bit frumpy. And so I ended up getting I ended up buying some cuter nursing bras. And these are just the ones that I got. I think I also got them from Amazon. Same functionality, but the shape of them was a little bit cuter. It could go better under certain shirts and dresses. The colors were cuter. This is like pink versus like gray and tan. And there's even more options now than there were, you know, 2 years ago when I was buying these. I definitely think it's worth buying something a little bit cuter if you're planning on nursing, especially for a longer period of time. You need some nursing bras that will, you know, make you feel a little bit better in those initial postpartum times. You don't even need a nursing bra. That's what I say. Like, it's not even essential. You don't even need a nursing bra. You can wear just like a bralette or like a sports bra and then just like pull it up. But when you're learning and trying to figure it out and getting established, one that has this primary function really helps. And why not make it cute too? You deserve something cute. Also, bonus points if it has both nursing and pumping functionalities. Some of them are just one or the other, and I actually have a separate pumping bra that I use, but if it's got both, it's like more bang for your buck. This one was a recent addition to the list, but a velcro swaddle. And this one, again, I think I got it from Target. Seriously, Target actually has some really great options that are there. And again, I wouldn't have said that this was a necessity because you can just use like the swaddle blankets. I love the swaddle blankets because you can use them as burp cloths. You put them down on like, have a clean surface, put your baby down. They wipe up spills. You can wrap up your baby really good. Use it as a blanket, use it as like a car seat cover, use it as a nursing cover. There's so many uses for those big blankets. So that's also an essential that I would consider, one of those muslin swaddle blankets. Not even muslin, like cotton swaddle blankets. But when you're getting up and down and swaddling and unswaddling your baby in the middle of the night, you're not gonna get it right. You're not gonna get it perfect. You're gonna feel frustrated. Your baby's gonna wiggle and break out of it, and they startle themselves so much, which is just so frustrating when they're asleep and they startle themselves awake. So I have found that the Velcro swaddles is the way to go. And the grows with them, you can put them with their arms down, you can put them with their arms up, and they work perfect. They even have a hole in the back where you can check to see if their diaper's dirty. And the only thing is the Velcro is loud. They're middle of the night, you're going in to unswaddle them and it's like loud, you know. It might startle you a little bit also, or if there's someone else in the room or something like that. So that was obviously regular blankets are silent. Just something to consider. Then it's really seemed to be a problem for me. My last suggestion is kind of generic, and basically it is a safe place to put your baby down. And that could mean so many different things, but especially when you have older siblings, you can't just leave a newborn baby around and not, you know, you worry about the siblings being around. Or we have a dog, so I know a lot of people have like play mats. You can leave the baby on a play mat, you can leave them in a pack and play, you can even leave them in like a swing or a bouncer or something like that, maybe when they're a little bit older. I wouldn't recommend a car seat, but having some sort of safe, secure place for a newborn to lay down. And I have this, I don't even know if they sell this anymore. I got this at my baby shower, but it has come in handy so many times. You can see it folds up super small. It travels really easily. So we've brought this to like my in-laws place. We brought this to like my parents' place. We brought this when we're traveling and used it as like the crib when we're traveling. But it basically just like opens up. And it's by Baby Delight, and it's got hard sides on it. So we've used this like in our bed. When my husband gets up and he's no longer there, I'll put this on his side of the bed and put the baby in it, and then that way I can co-sleep. But with the hard sides, I don't have to worry about like rolling onto the baby, which is like one of the big concerns. It has mesh sides, so it's breathable. Everything is completely washable. You're completely able to fold it up, unfold it, and I just keep this like on the couch. And this is like the safe place that I can put the baby down and know they're not gonna roll off the couch. Know that, you know, it's just have my designated place, especially if you have a big house, maybe the nursery and the bedroom is somewhere far away and you're over here and you want to keep your baby with you. The Snuggle Me is pretty common. That one has like a soft side around it. There's all sorts of other similar situations, but something like this has saved me so many times. So I'm very grateful for this. And thanks for watching, and please subscribe. I'm going to have so many more pregnancy videos, postpartum videos, prepping for baby, prepping for a repeat C-section. And if you want to subscribe for all of those videos, as well as other family vlogs and just more life of the Troxels, then go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. And thank you for watching.